Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you very much for joining us, and we have an interesting show this week. It's been a few weeks since we've been here, and
Yes, it has been.
It's nice to be back. And town meeting is now history. They got a lot done,
Yeah, they
and
did.
they did a
Yes.
great job.
Yes.
And a lot of good things were passed, and hopefully you were able to attend because a lot of important things went on. And certainly it was a good town meeting. It
Yes,
really was.
it was.
And Paul, we had finally got some rain,
Yeah,
more
did we
rain
get, Did we
actually.
get an inch or 2 inches?
Well,
I
we
heard
got
on the pay
well,
over the news. We were going to get a 1 inch or 2 inch. I don't know.
that
We're gonna
last
get the-
event over the weekend, we got an inch and a quarter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an inch and a quarter. Places west of us did get more. Some people got 2 inches, but we were about an inch and a quarter. So unfortunately, this coming weekend
Yeah.
looks like we might get some more, but yeah, nothing we can do about it.
Now,
No.
is this typical of May?
May is historically not that wet, so
Yeah, I'm surprised,
yeah. We have been relatively wet. Our drought is pretty much over. We're in pretty good shape now.
Yeah,
I looked at the gauge, the gauge for the year so far. We're almost 19 inches for the year, so
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Yes, it
actually.
sounds
Yeah,
pretty good,
yeah, that's we're ahead of last year, so guess we can't complain. But we still have to say to people, you have to be careful. If you're, doing fires outside, you still have to be cautious. And
Now, has the overall weather situation been worse this May than previous Mays?
well, we've certainly been cooler.
Yeah, I would think so, yes.
Yeah, we have certainly been cooler.
Yeah.
In fact, we have only reached at our location, we've only reached 70 degrees once, and that was only for a brief half hour. And that certainly is cooler than usual.
Yeah.
And this morning, we had turned the heat on this morning. The house was cold.
I keep washing what I consider like late winter, early spring things, and I end up wearing them and having to wash them again.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's definitely been cool so far. We really haven't had that real warm weather. If you notice, the trees are very reluctant to come out, and the flowers are struggling. But
Yes.
hey, listen, it'll come. We'll be complaining in July when it's hot and humid.
exactly. Yes.
Oh well. As I said, we have an interesting show this week, and we're going to be starting off with Dinah and Cindy as they give us a chamber update. So let's take a look at that and see what's going on.
Hello. Today we're broadcasting from Fire Station 2 in East Harwich, and I'm here with Cindy Williams from the Harwich Chamber of Commerce. She's going to tell us a little bit about what's been going on. We had a wonderful weekend last weekend, I understand, with the trolley tour. You want to say a little bit about that?
We had a wonderful event. The weather wasn't with us, of course, on Friday night, but everyone that did participate in the annual Toast of Harwich trolley tasting did have a wonderful time at the fabulous restaurants and at the silent auction afterwards at Mooncusser's. We are very, very fortunate. All the volunteers that we had, whether they were new residents to Harwich, some of our volunteers from the Welcome Center, new business members joined in. It was just, it takes an army to put something like that together between the volunteers and the sponsors. We were very, very fortunate. Once again, this year, our presenting sponsor was Stiefel Financial right here in East Harwich, down the road from us today. And we had the trolleys with Cape Destinations, Brenda Weeks Travel, Outer Cape Health, the Cooperative Bank, and the Royals Assisted Living, and Cranberry Liquors. So again, thank you to all of the great sponsors, the volunteers that did participate, and watch for the announcement regarding next year's Toast of Harwich. I think everyone will be very, very excited. We are excited as well, so we'll be making that announcement shortly.
Well, it sounds like it went off very well.
It did.
And everyone's having to deal with the weather, so what can you
Exactly. It's spring on Cape Cod.
do? That's right. And it's beautiful no matter what.
It is.
So you have a road race coming up as well, right?
We do. We're very excited. Once again, this is our 8th annual road race presented by Coco Fit. Tomorrow we're going to do something fun. You know, I've kind of really embraced the social media world with the live videos on Facebook. We're going to get people training for the road race. So tomorrow, outside of the Harwich Chamber, we're doing some live videos with training and exercise and all kinds of fun things. So Coco Fit will be there with us tomorrow. So we're excited. It's June 24th, Saturday. Registration is in the municipal parking lot at our office in Harwich Port, and road race starts at 9:30. You can register now. Registration's been going very, very well, and it's harwichroadrace.com. So
Okay.
looking forward to it.
Great. People should check that out.
Definitely.
And last time we talked a bit about the volunteer opportunities.
Volunteering.
And I think you want to say a little more about that today.
Absolutely. There's so many potential things to do. If you know, we all love the town of Harwich so very much, and we have opportunities down at the Welcome Center with the volunteers, welcoming the residents, the guests that come in, and such. But also, you share all your little hidden secrets that you know. You know, we have favorite lunch spots, dinner spots, beaches, which ones you can go to that have parking, etc. But also, if you want to get involved in the town, and we just came off of town meeting, there's some great committees that people may not think are available to them. Anyone in the town of Harwich can be a part of those. You know, you may want to help with revitalization or something going on in Harwich Center. You know, there's a number of them. So please reach out to the town hall to get involved in that. It's a wonderful opportunity to be a part of the growth of the town, and you know, we're looking forward to many different opportunities with the volunteers for all aspects.
So check out those options. We can really use a lot of help, and everyone has a way that they can actually participate.
Absolutely.
So
you know, the community.
it's a great opportunity.
The community is growing in many respects. You know, we have young people that may not know that they can be a part of that, and you can. So please, volunteering is a great way to embrace and be a part of the growth of the town.
So you mentioned town meeting, and I know what happens right after town meeting is that we have an election.
We do. So next Tuesday, May 16th, at the community center, polls open at 7 a.m. and go until 8 p.m. We have a lot happening. There's some ballot questions, but also we have an election for our Board of Selectmen. So please come out, be a part of where we're going in the town. It's a great way to support the town and to have your voice heard. So definitely May 16th, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Harwich Community Center.
Okay, and finally, I think we should talk a little bit about what's happening this summer with the Port Summer Nights, because that's
Absolutely.
really something to look forward to.
Well,
when it will be warm.
It will be warm, and we are on the warm side of the Cape. So we are going to dive into July and August, which is our Wednesday nights, 6 to 9 in Harwich Port at a variety of locations. Music at all the different spots. We usually have 4 bands. We are starting July 5th, and that is going to be Thank a Local Hero. So every Wednesday we have a theme, and then we put the music to that theme. So what we've decided for July 5th, being right after we all celebrate July 4th, is to thank a local hero. So we'll have touch of trucks. As you can see, we have one of our fire trucks right here behind Dinah and I at Station 2. And we'll be down there in Harwich Port with vehicles from the police, the fire, the harbor master always brings a boat. So that is July and August. And we'll be announcing the bands shortly on our website as well as on Facebook. So I can't believe we're talking summer already. My toes are cold today.
Well, as always, lots to look forward to.
There is. And I hope everyone, again, will come out May 16th. It is a great way for your voice to be heard and to be a part of this fabulous town that we call home and that we all just cherish so much. So I want to thank Dinah and everyone at Channel 18 for being out here at Station 2 with us. This was a big thing at town meeting, and really excited that we could embrace it and be here. Next month, as we take our show on the road, we're going to be in West Harwich. Haven't decided where yet, but we will be in West Harwich. and look forward to sharing that with everyone as well.
So stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.
Well, that was definitely a great update and lots of things to look forward to this summer.
Yes.
And, you know, those Wednesday evening strolls through Harwichport are an awful lot of fun.
They are, and they're well attended.
They really
Yes.
are.
Yes, they are. That's very true.
And you see so many friends there, and it's really a good time.
It
so,
is.
You know, if you haven't done them, you really should, and because it is a lot of fun. And the chamber is very, very busy. They offer a lot of things to do, and a very active organization. And you know, I have to say that Cindy is doing a great job over there.
Yes, she is.
Really is.
She is. They all are.
Yeah, they all are. It's a great team. All right, Eileen, you have some announcements.
Yes. Get your paper and pen because I have several things that are going to be going on around our fair town next week and weekend. The Monomoy Regional High School Visual and Performing Arts Department is presenting their spring concert and art show. It will be held on Thursday, May 18th. That's a week from today. It will be at 6 p.m. the art show, and 7 p.m. will be the concert. Admission is only $5, so that's a deal, and it will be held in the auditorium of the Monomoy Regional High School. So put that on your list. And another event that's going to be happening is a high tea. It will be featuring Cape history authors James Coogan and Jack Sheedy. It will be held Friday, May 19th from 2 to 4 p.m. right here at the Harwich Community Center on Oak Street. The tickets are $20, and for more ticket information, you can contact Joanne Brown at 508-432-5956, or you can go online to Joanne, Joanne, the number 3, and Brown, BROWN, at Comcast.net. And there will also be seasonal raffle baskets, and this will be sponsored by the Friends of the Harwich Council on Aging.
Very good.
2 fun things.
2 fun things.
Yes.
Very good. And here's a very interesting thing that's going to be taking place. The Harwich Conservation Trust is going to be sponsoring a botany walk with Rich Eldred, and that's going to be taking place on Saturday, May 20th. And join Cape Cod's environmental reporter Rich Eldred for a botany walk through Sand Pond Woodlands, and with scenic views of the Herring River as spring unfolds. And you can watch for the development of the delicate spring woodland flowers, like the star flower that bloom this time of year. Now, these are wildflowers, and you know, sometimes you don't even pay attention to them, but they're really very beautiful. And you know, he will sort of point them out to you so that you do take a little more attention of these beautiful flowers. This walk is free, but the space is limited, so they ask you to please register in advance for this botany walk at events@harwichconservationtrust.org. That's events@harwichconservationtrust.org. And that's Saturday, May 20th, botany walk with Rich Eldred. I'm looking for a time here, but I don't see it. Hold on. Let me see if I have it here. Oh, here it is, 10 to 11:30 a.m. And that's 10 to 11:30 a.m., and that's at the Sand Pond Woodlands. And that's an interesting area over
Yes,
there at
it
Sand
is.
Pond.
Yes.
Yeah. So that'd be a nice, enjoy the great outdoors and happy trails, so they say.
Yes.
So
And
I like
hopefully
that.
the sun will be shining.
And hopefully the sun will be shining so that you can enjoy the walk, that's for
That's
sure.
right.
And Monomoy Regional High School is sponsoring their last blood drive of the school year. This is a blood drive that's going to be taking place on Monday, May 22nd, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the cafeteria. Now, donors must be at least 16 years old, and the students need a signed permission slip in order to donate, and students must weigh at least 110 pounds to be eligible to donate. And this is a great deal. If you donate blood, you get complimentary pizza, you get a gift card for Dunkin' Donuts when you donate. And we have to remind you, this is very important, every pint of blood donate stays right here on Cape Cod. So that is really important, and this time of year is really the most important time to donate blood because we have such an influx of people coming here. You know, there are accidents, and unfortunately, blood is really needed here on Cape Cod, and what is donated stays here. So that is the blood drive, Monday, May 22nd, from 3 to 7 p.m., and that's at the cafeteria at Monomoy Regional High School.
Very good.
So, you know, hopefully they'll get a good turnout for that.
Yes, yes,
And
important, as you said.
yes. And as always, our community center here is very, very busy.
Yes, they are.
And Paul, you sat down with Carolyn.
Yes, Carolyn added a little something that I hadn't heard before, and that is that the caregiver for the patient comes to most of these events and brings the patient with her,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
so that they really get involved in caregiving.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was very interesting.
Okay. So,
all right.
so Carolyn's going to give us an update on what's going on.
She is.
Very good. Let's take a look.
Welcome once again to Channel 18's Community Journal. And our first guest this morning is Carolyn Carey, the director of the Community Center. And Carolyn has a few things to talk about. And also, as you see, she has a little
display of
display of
goods.
food, clothing here. So Carolyn's
Absolutely.
she's a busy lady. So Carolyn, what's your first thing to talk about?
Breaking news. It should be running across the bottom of this. Breaking news.
Breaking
Guess what?
news.
New equipment in the weight room.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't bring it in because it's huge.
Really?
But it's called Jacob's Ladder. I'm going to do a little thing. I don't know if you can see it because it's a doc brochure. But it's a new amazing piece of equipment. So people who've been waiting for this piece of equipment, it's like climbing the Empire State Building. Woo! You can get a good workout on this, but I just wanted to tell people that some new equipment is coming in. And I don't know if people saw the last treadmill that we got, which has its own television. So
Oh my, and its own television?
right on the treadmill, so you don't have to watch anybody else's TV. You just plug in, zone out. So I bring this in just because it's almost time to re-sign up for the weight room for your yearly membership. Almost time. Starts in June, we take that. So want people to know we still have our trainer who comes in on Mondays. That's free with your membership. We're getting new equipment. It's a great place. If you want to come in and see the weight room, see what we have, you have any questions, you want to check it out, this man is not in there, but the equipment is. Why don't they put regular people on there? Come on now. But it's a great piece of equipment. It looks a little bit like this. It's a stair climber, kind of like a escalator, and you're climbing up. You can set the.
It must be really big, is it? If it's like a
Well, there are like.
ladder, is it? Is it a ladder?
Maybe we'll get Jamie to do some beef footage of it so people can see it at some point. But yeah, it's like it fits right in the weight room, and you climb it. It's you have to put a safety belt on. It goes
Really?
around. Well, it goes around your waist. It just adds some friction.
How high
so.
do you, well, you
Well, you
can't go
don't.
up that high.
Oh,
because
no,
the
no.
stairs are too low.
No, you don't really climb to the Empire State Building. It's just how much tension you put on it. But it's a great little workout and a new piece of equipment to the weight room, so I think people will like it.
That's good.
And I just wanted people to know we're always updating, and this came as a result of people asking for it. They had seen it in other gyms and were very interested in getting it here. So we try and keep it new and fresh and updated in there. So just a reminder that we will be updating our yearly membership starting in June, so we're excited about that.
Oh, very good.
You can take the breaking news away now, because now I'm just back to the regular news. So,
Okay, what's regular about the news?
well, as always, our beautiful T-shirts. Thank you so much, Caleb, for putting our T-shirts behind us. They are on sale at the front desk, and it's that time of the year where you want to have new Harwich T-shirts outside showing off. They are on sale at the Community Center front desk. You can get them anytime. $15 for a T-shirt. So
Really? That's
yeah, isn't that great?
Now,
Great colors.
What's the black one?
Nope, this is a deeper blue.
Deeper blue?
Yep,
Okay.
and this one's a lighter blue, and they both say Harwich on them. So those are on sale right at the front desk. Then I wanted to tell you that the Community Center will be closed on May 29th. So
All right.
I know
That's
I'll keep
Memorial Day.
We'll keep reminding you of that, and we think that's important that people
Yes.
observe that. So The election, town election is coming up and voting, so don't forget that. That happens here inside the community center in the gym. So if you had activities scheduled in the gym, they will not be happening because the voting is happening. And that is on May 16th here in the gym. So,
And now you said that the League of Women's Voters interviewed the 3 candidates.
I think it was the League of Women Voters, but I certainly know Jamie and Caleb did a show, and that has been airing, so you can see the candidates who are running. It was they've done a great job.
So you can tune in to Channel 18 and get that.
As always, they keep us so informed, this Channel 18. I don't know who's running it. That Jamie Goodwin doing such a good job. The other thing I wanted to mention is that people have asked about getting the town reports. They're right here, and this is what they look like. So when you come in, there are stacks of them around the building on the Council on Aging side, Youth and Recreation, and right in the front. People are trying to pay for them. No need to pay. They're free. You can just pick them up. Great wealth of knowledge. Every town department does a report. There's information about the finances of the town. So these are here at the community center. Pick those up. So
There you
just
go.
wanted to let people know, because somebody just the other day said, now how much do we pay for these? No, no, no. Town reports. Pick
Very
those up
good.
right here. What else do I need to tell you? I'm telling you everything I need to tell you.
Oh, wow.
Just my tidbit of information that's coming up, because we get a lot of calls. We do have a lot of the yard sales and the Sampson Fund and the Wild Care yard sale, but the community yard sale that the community center
And that's
runs
the one you end up down at the,
at Brooks
Brooks
Park,
Park.
where people can buy spaces, not tables, spaces. That is coming up August. So we will start doing the publicity for that, but we do that one August 5th. So I like people to know, because we'll start selling the spaces for that table, not tables, spaces coming up. And we do have a rain location inside the gym, but we do that outside. And it's a great time, because the community, just people who want to get rid of their things, that they don't want to do it at their house, or they live maybe where yard sales aren't okay, or they just like the camaraderie, because you've all seen it before. We've done a show from there.
yes.
We've done crazy things. And then clubs and organizations do it. That's coming up August 5th. So, and then I just remind everyone, I've written on mine, so don't look at my craziness, but the calendars that are in the Chronicle are always available. You can get them on our website, and we print them out here as well.
Very good.
Check out our website as well, and if you need any other information, my goodness, just give us a call. We do have our suggestion box back out there, and we
Well, that must work, because you people are suggested this new
piece of
that
equipment.
piece of equipment.
Absolutely, we try and listen to what people say.
There you go.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure that everyone gets their voice heard. As you know, the other thing I need to remind people is that if you haven't gotten your room requests in, please get them in. We are filling up so fast,
Wow.
which is a great thing. That's why we built the community center. We, as the town, built it. But if you haven't put your room requests in and you are thinking, oh, I'll get them in, please get them in. The summer months are filling up very quickly. So we have certainly started to book those, and we're happy to take any requests. So any
Oh,
other
very good.
questions?
Remember that.
Just give us a call, and I really appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk.
Well, we always love to have you. Well, thank you for coming.
Thanks so much.
As always, Carolyn does such a great job. And,
Yes.
you know, she brings us up to date. She has so many things going on around here. It's amazing.
She has a great handle on things.
And, you know, if you're one of the few people that have never used the exercise room, boy, you are missing out, because the equipment in there is incredible.
It is.
She talked about this, like a little bit of a ladder.
Okay.
It's a brand new piece of equipment, and
Okay.
she said she bought it because of the suggestions of those who are members of the health group.
Right, right.
And it came in, and I think she's going to try and get Jamie to maybe give a little demonstration.
Demonstration.
Oh,
Oh, that would
that
be
would be
great.
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, maybe that's
Yeah.
something we can look forward to. Boy, I'll tell you, that room, it is busy usually,
Yes,
but
it is.
it's well worth it
Yes.
because it's just incredible what's in there.
It's a great deal.
Very good. Yeah, this whole facility is really incredible. She does a great job. We have an interesting adult clinic, freshwater fishing. This is the Harwich Recreation Department is sponsoring a freshwater fishing adult clinic. Michael Rosenthal, a certified master instruction for the Mass Wildlife Angler Education Program, will be instructing an adult learn to fish freshwater clinic for beginners. You can learn the basics of your rod and reel casting and baiting up for freshwater fishing. And this is going to be taking place on Tuesday, May 23rd, rain or shine. And it's going to be at Long Pond at Cahoons Road Beach in Harwich. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is an 18-plus function. You have to be 18 or over. The cost is free, but you have to pre-register because the class limit is 20. It is limited to 20 people. And each participant must bring waterproof boots, waders, as they'll be casting and wading in from the shoreline. So you have to bring waterproof boots. They have limited equipment available, so please bring your own freshwater fishing rod and reel and a tackle box. A fishing license is not required to participate, and this class is intended for beginner adults only. So you please sign up and catch some fish and have some fun. And again, this is for beginners. And, you know, if I could, I should really take this because I went fishing once in my life. And when I did, I fell in the water.
Well, let's hope you wouldn't
I
repeat that.
really could probably use this class. I could really benefit from it.
Please don't fall in the water.
So this is a very good class, I'm sure. So if you are interested, again, that's taking place on Tuesday, May 23rd,
And my
rain
father-
or shine.
Father used to come down, and he liked to go fishing. Well, I had to take him fishing, and all the 5 kids wanted to come.
Of course they did.
Of course.
Oh, what a, oh.
Was it fun, Paul?
Oh, and he would be there, you know. And
Just doing his thing.
it'd be, oh, that's the word, that's the word. Get me out of here.
But
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm sure for some folks this is a great activity.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Very good. Eileen, what do you have there?
I have another great activity, actually. The Harwich Historical Society announces that they are going to be holding a class for kids called Painting with Paul. A kids' art class with decoy carver and painter Paul Phillips will be held on May 20th from 10 a.m. to noon. It's going to be held at the Brooks Academy Museum on Parallel Street, and it's for kids aged 8 to 11. They are going to paint a model of a sandpiper. I don't know, Ron, if you can get a little close-up on this picture, but all materials will be supplied, and it's only $5. But space is limited, so you do have to call this number to register, 508-432-8089 for the kids' art class on May 20th from 10 to noon for kids aged 8 to 11. So that's something that the kiddies can do. And after you drop them off, you can come over here to the community center, and there's going to be the annual Plants for Pets garden event. It is to benefit the Sampson Fund for veterinary care for those that can't afford to care for their pets themselves. It helps them out, which is a wonderful cause. And it's going to be held also on Saturday, May 20th, rain or shine, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the new location, as I said, is here at the Harwich Community Center on Oak Street, which is right around the corner from where you can drop the kids off, or grandkids, for
Very
the art
good.
class. So there you
Okay.
go. May 20th is taken care of.
Okay, excellent. And the next piece is talking about something that has gone on here now for several years.
Yes.
And this is a really important fundraiser. This is the Remembery Walk, the David Birtwell Memorial. And Paul, you sat down and talked with, who did you do this
In
interview
touch with Barbara.
Barbara.
with Barbara Ann.
Yes.
And this is taking place on, I believe, Saturday, May 13th. And you talked with
This
Barbara
coming
Ann.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, this coming Saturday. Wow.
Couple more days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in a couple more days. So let's take a look and see what's going on about the David Birtwell Memorial.
Our second guest today is Barbara Ann Foley, the Director of the Council on Aging. And Barbara Ann is going to bring us up to date on her father's walk. So Barbara Ann, why don't you take us over?
Thank you, Paul. So this, believe it or not, is the 12th year. I can't even believe that it's 12 years.
You've been talking to you about this for 12 times.
I have. It's crazy. My the two things I want to emphasize. My dad used to say when he was alive that you should live by the code of 3 Fs. And then it was funny because I married a Foley, so everybody said, so is that the 4th F? So the 3 Fs are faith, family, and friends are always second family when you have good ones. And that's what I feel like the whole emphasis on this walk is. I feel like that's the essence of my dad and the walk, is that when people come together for a great cause, they have fun, and it feels like a second family. And you see people from one end of the Brooks Park to the other, and you hear a scream, "Oh my God!" and then they go running over, and they haven't seen each other since last year. And it's kind of a Norman Rockwell kind of a moment, you know, when you see things like that. But the reason that we do it is, sadly, there are 10,000 people on Cape Cod with Alzheimer's, and Harwich has the distinction of having the 4th highest population of Alzheimer's. We do have a lot of people that'll say to me, "Oh my God, does that mean there's something in the water?" And the answer is, of course, no. It's just that we're really good at our jobs here, and we help people to get to diagnosis. So there's more people in a congested area simply because they've gone and gotten diagnosed and gotten treatment of medication that they can do to help where the disease is at. There is, of course, no cure. So people, the earlier they can get in and get managed with behaviors and showers and things that they have difficulty with at certain stages, the earlier the better. So what happens is, on that day, the walk is on Saturday, May 13th, this week, and it starts right at 11 o'clock is registration. We're hoping for a really big crowd so that there'll be lots of people at the registration tables. And we have lots of food. We have a fabulous band. If you have not heard the big band era sound dunes, they are going to be there in the gazebo performing for everyone, 2 different sets of music. And they're one of those bands that you can kind of get up and actually feel like you want to dance to, or you can sit and you're tapping your feet and your hands or clapping. They're just a really, really great band for all ages, which is why we ask them to come. And then we will have the Star Spangled Banner sung. We have an intergenerational chorus, and then everybody will walk under this inflatable archway led by our fabulous Harwich Police Department and go on to the bike path on Oak Street. The walk is a total of 4.6 miles, or 6K. And but what that means is that we do the bike path so that you can walk 100 feet, 1,000 feet, or the whole 4.6 miles and safely be able to turn around. We do have a station of water at the end. We've got hot dogs and hamburgers, and we've got Cliff Bars, sort of something for everyone as far as something to eat goes. And of course, the 2 sets of music in the park. This year, our t-shirts will, long sleeve t-shirts always, and it's supposed to be overcast, I'm told, so long sleeve t-shirts are always good. They'll be red this year, so you certainly won't miss us. And I get from people, we're going to be starting this year with our invited guests. Our Senator Julian Cyr will be joining us, State Representative Sarah Peake will be joining us, and our very, very good friend and accomplished author, Greg O'Brien, who himself has early onset Alzheimer's disease, will also be joining us. And so I get from people all the time, so where does the money go, Barbara Ann? And what I say to people is, when I go myself to donate money, the 2 things that are very important to me are that the money stays here on Cape Cod, number 1, and 2, that we have all of the pennies accounted for that go to the cause and not to paying staff and pencils and paper and that kind of stuff. And I know that that sounds crazy, but it's, you know, it's an important thing when you're giving your dollars. All of your dollars count, and not everybody has lots of money to give. So when you do give, and I totally understand that, you want it to be going where it should be, and that is, for me, that is to the patient and the family. So one of the things we have here is a support group. It's a unique support group in that the traditional support group is a bunch of caregivers come together and they support each other, and there's a facilitator, and we have that. But the other piece that is unique to this Council on Aging is the other piece is we have a facilitator for the patient or the person with Alzheimer's disease. So what happened before was we would have a caregiver say, Paul, I'm sorry, I can't go because, you know, Joni's at home with the disease and I don't have money to get someone to stay with her. So we felt horrible. And so we worked with Alzheimer's Family Support Center and they said, oh, no, don't do that. We'll get you another facilitator and they'll stay and have activities and programs for the person with the disease. So the two people come together, arrive together, they are then separated within a very close proximity, and they're both supported, which for me is absolutely what we want. And it's what the patient and family member needs. So they do 44 of those, Alzheimer's Family Support Center on Cape Cod. They do 44 of those for free across the Cape. We have them twice a month that they come. All of the services that Alzheimer's Family Support Center offers, counseling, group therapy, these particular support groups, memory screenings, educational seminars, and if you look in your newsletter, you'll see 2 coming up called Demystifying Dementia, Part 1 and Part 2 in May. All of that they do 100% for free. So of course the next question is, well, how in God's name can they do that for free? And the answer is events like this. They have fundraisers all around. They have grants that they write, and they get the dollars, and when the dollars come in, the dollars go right back out into these kinds of activities and events. The other exciting thing is that they have, they're part of an NYU research project, and the people in the research are Cape Codders, which is very exciting for us, so that we get to learn from their behavior, from their responses to questions, from how are they reacting to support groups, et cetera. And when they do all of that, it goes back into data that will then help more people on Cape Cod and obviously across our country.
Brianne, what does NYU stand for?
New York University,
Okay,
right?
I was thinking that. So they're involved with you in
With this group,
this
yep.
group?
And it's like a big coup to be able to be part of this research, and they got it right here on Cape Cod. The other unique thing to this group is they have 4 early onset Alzheimer's support groups. Well, a lot of people will ask, and I'm not going to give you the whole definition, but early onset can be as young as in your 30s.
Wow, that's
30s,
really
40s,
intriguing,
50s. It's a hellacious disease, we know that, and it crosses all barriers of the brain. And it obviously we know starts with memory loss. Well, Greg O'Brien is going to just for a couple of seconds talk about what it feels like, and he's written a book called On Pluto, and the whole book is about what it feels like from a patient perspective. And the sad thing with this disease is it does not have any prejudice at all. You know, my dad was a IBM World Trade executive, very high up, and spoke 4 or 5 languages. Very, very well-educated man. He was in the Naval Air Corps, the Marine Air Corps, well-rounded person, and, you know, he got it. Everybody that gets it has a different story, and there's no, there is no prejudice. It goes across every barrier, every color, every creed, every faith background. It doesn't matter. So the walk helps all of our folks on Cape Cod. All the money stays here on Cape Cod. And this year, what I'll end with is, for the first time, 5 out of 7 of us Burtwells are going to be at the walk. It's usually my younger brother and I, and it's only 1 or 2 of us, but this year they are all coming in for the 12th anniversary, and we've got them in California and stuff too, so I can't have them come, unfortunately, but the rest of us in New England will all be here. So please, please, my plea to you is, even if you can't walk, come and enjoy the music. It's fabulous music. It's free. There's hot dogs, hamburgers, Cliff Bars. It'll be a very fun day, a very fun event. And it's over quickly, too, so it's not like it occupies your whole afternoon. So join us at 11 o'clock on Saturday, May 13th. Thank you for tuning in.
Well, thank you, Barbara Man. Sounds like you got a lot of well-planned events.
I hope so.
Very good.
And just a reminder, this Saturday, May 13th, at Brooks Park in Harwich at 11 a.m., the David Burtwell Memorial will be taking place. and all of the proceeds fund free support services for the Alzheimer's Family Support Center of Cape Cod. And such an important
very
effort.
important.
It really is. It's, you know, more and more people are being diagnosed with this disease. It's a very difficult disease, and you know, the more and more money that can be gathered, the more research that can be done. You know, maybe someday they will find a cure. And in the meantime,
hope.
the more help we can get for people, that is the important thing. So, great interview with Barbara Ann. Paul, thank you. And, you know, again, if you need more information about this, you can call 508-896-5170. That's 508-896-5170.
And there's going to be live music and food too, so
That's
there you
always
go.
good.
Yes.
Yes. Have food, they will come.
There you go.
Folks, that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for joining us on behalf of all of us here at Channel 18.
And please take advantage of everything we've been telling you about.
And please do it safely.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye now.